Hello?
Ready to go? Now here is Jose Iglesias. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And we're underway in Baltimore.
0-1.
Just missed.
Ball.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
That's down and in. And now 2-2. Center field. Lugo on his way in. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jackson Merrill, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
That's a ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One out, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes Manny Machado. And downstairs.
That's low. That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Just misses with that one. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is. Now it's the second baseman, number 4. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall, makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here. Here's Tommy Pham. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Caught in between, trying for third now. The relay. And he's out.
Tag, you're out.
Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Brooks Lee, the next to hit. And that's in there for strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
That's literally never happened to me before, bro.
Back here in Baltimore, now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Priester back to work. Right through there for a strike. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Chopper right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. 1 out in the second. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. That's outside. 1-0.
1 ball.
No
No
score
strikes.
here, but a runner at third with 1 down. And that's down and away. That one's in there. And it's 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Way high there. And that's ball 1. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 1-0. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. And that is out of play.
I miss that.
Coach just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to change.
What am I swinging
No
at?
Tell you
balls.
what,
2 strikes.
he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
That's a ball.
That's off
That's
the
a
mark.
ball.
It's 2-2. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you executed. Just a long.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Christian Moore digs in now. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they add on. It's 3-0. So digging in, Jack Caglione. Ripped towards third.
You're joking. I was just on top of
Tosses
that.
across to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Merrill makes the catch.
I thought there were 2 outs.
Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Nice save on the offline throw as he makes the tag.
I thought
in
there were
and
2
over.
outs, bro.
top half of the third inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
That one in the dirt, and 1-1. Headed towards the corner. Anthony makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Iglesias in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. And they'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, number 4. On the ground, right side, Iglesias gets it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So up next, Tommy Pham. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
And now, Brooks Lee. Foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Tatis going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags and will move up to third. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Not
1 ball,
close
no
with
strikes.
that one, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Sheets sizing this one up.
Got under that.
And he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And he swings over the top there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Machado now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Tatis in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on.
1-2.
Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Tatis waits. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here in Baltimore, now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Christian Moore will hit next. First pitch, not close. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Swung on, belted, and it's off the wall but foul. 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. And now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Runner goes again.
1 ball, 1
Pitch
strike.
misses in. Throw to second, out. And that'll end the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
Ball.
Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of
1 ball,
Michigan,
2
where he
strikes.
was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Here's Bogarts now. Struck out looking at his first at-bat.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And that's downstairs.
No, that's down.
1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. The rise.
Ball.
The next to hit takes ball 1. The Padres trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. The other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. And now here is Luis Campusano. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
1 strike.
It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Swings and misses. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking. And the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And safe.
0-1.
It's a stolen base. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
And it is 2-1. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Brooks Lee. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, right side, Tatis.
That was nasty.
Brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. And that's one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it falls. And that turns the lineup over. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big. Part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Ball 1 low.
No, that missed.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1. 2-1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fouls one off. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Machado at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Fans another. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Trying to bunt his way on. Scoops it up barehanded. In time. Got him.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Moore at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on.
Laser could be trouble. Arenado around 3rd. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's going to be Jack Paglione. High fly ball out to left field. Sheets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Matthew Lugo. He's 2 for 2. Ripped on the ground to second.
I just
Over to Cronenworth, and that'll keep
got
no
him
runs
out.
from coming in. Inning over. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 7th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Craig Kimbrell taking over on the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kimbrell, a very
1-1.
difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth. Misses outside, ball 1.
Unless
ball, no
he
strikes.
beats himself, somehow
Yeehaw!
can't find it, doesn't have the control command that
1 ball,
day,
1 strike.
you can pretty much forget about it.
That missed.
Yeah,
That's
there's
a
a
ball.
ball. As a hitter, there's even more pressure
balls,
to take
1 strike.
advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball to the right side, and he takes it himself for the out. Here's Xander Bogaerts, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's
1-1.
trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the
2-2's
velocity
the
numbers
count.
are.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pham makes the play, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Reynolds.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Here's the second baseman. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Merrill pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, Tommy Pham. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. 1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In the air, center field. Merrill has this one sized up. 2 down. So a man aboard. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Lee. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. The shortstop takes the ball. Contreras on at second with 2 down. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here's a 1-1. That one
2-1.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. 7-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in. And that is that. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
1-1.
I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Hey! 0-1.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play. Here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. 1 for 2. First pitch just misses. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because...
Oh, that's a strikeout. Back now at Oriole Park, and here is Roman Anthony. Reynolds back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Ball one there.
1-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Now it's the DH, Christian Moore. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one out to right.
I don't think I've seen someone drop the PCI more than me.
2 down, bases empty. Jack Caglione now at the plate. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. High fly ball, right field. Tatis after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jose Iglesias. The 1-0.
1-0.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's outside.
On the ground, Lee. On the run, sends it over to first. On target, he got him. Nice play. Merrill, batted with 1 down, takes a strike. And strike 2.
0-2.
That's too low.
That's down.
Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Machado stands in now and watches strike 1. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is the ball game. This one ends 7-0.
Bro, remember me? Yeah. Wanna see me play? How you been? Bad. Pretty good HBU. Good. What team do you want me to play against? The Cubs. Okay, bad.
And welcome into the ballpark. First pitch moments away. And today's starter, Quinn Priester. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Outside
ball.
And a count 1-2. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
Runner on the goal. There's a ball.
1-0.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
I'm selling Oren.
That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
He was late there. Strike one. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker.
One ball, no strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. To third.
Out on
Tag.
the tag.
Got him.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
Foul ball.
Left-hand batter waits. There's the strike at the knees.
One ball, two strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Now it's the second baseman, number 4. On the ground to the left, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Evan Carter at the plate and takes high there. Nobody out, runner at first. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Popped up and a foul ball. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and line.
Runners on the move. Line drive. He's got it, and that is a big first out. Tag out at third, and that's a double play.
What just happened, bro?
Next is the designated hitter, Casey Schmidt.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Runner on the move. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker should have it and makes the grab. And the inning is over. Second inning set to go. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. That drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And misses inside. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. That's to third, Arenado. Zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the friendly confines, we head to the bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Shota back to work. Ground ball left side. Turner to first. That's one out the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Tommy Pham. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. Brings it in for the third out. On to the third inning. Ian Happ up to hit. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015.
No balls,
he played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a Gold Glover. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder.
That's a ball.
It's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Right through there, got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Carson Kelly in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. 1 out, bases empty. And that one hit to first. Bush takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Justin Turner. Turner getting to start at the hot corner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2006. The 1-0. Slider right there.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Next one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, not in time. It's a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
That one outside, and it's 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one down the line, and foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. And there's a ball.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
In the air, left field. Happ makes the grab, 1 away. And now it's William Contreras. Hit in the air, right field. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. That one drilled left field. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Fouled off left side. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Right side. He takes